Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another review. Today we are taking a look at the Studio Series 86 Hot Rod. And I just got my hands on this finger and it's gonna be a great review. Let's get down to the review table and check this guy out. So here we have our boy Hot Rod in his robot mode. Let's just get him stood up. I just had him in some crazy action pose because he looks really good in those poses. First thing we're gonna take, oh, well, he's going down, I guess. First thing we're gonna take a look at is this beautiful packaging with the lovely artwork of Hot Rod over here. The Transformers the movie, the only actual good one. 8+, I have the mind of an 8-year-old, so I'm okay. Transformers Generations, Autobot Hot Rod, Studio Series 86, and that's a lovely artwork, and it carries over to the side of the box. Voyager class, Studio Series 8604, this is the fourth one. Another lovely artwork of Hot Rod. On the top of the box, you got the Transformers the movie, bottom of the box, warning, stuff and things, barcode stuff. And then you have your obligatory product shot. Which, let's get a look at this. And also, Hot Rod lights the darkest hour, says it right there. It's 29 steps for the transformation and a backdrop included, and it's in the depths of Unicron, which it's actually right there, believe it or not. And that's it for the box. Okay, let's stand the figure back up. Sorry, my light turned off over here. Pardon me for that. Here we have Hot Rod in his robot mode. And it's a very nicely sculpted robot mode, except he barely has a backpack. Like there is a backpack, but it's very easily unplugged, which is the only flaw I have with the figure. Which he has this cool backdrop, and it's even cooler now that it has my logo on it. Now let's take a look at his accessories that come with this guy. You get two different types of blasters, but they look like the same blaster, but they're not. If you look, they're sculpted very differently. You get a pizza cutter. It's a saw, but it looks like a pizza cutter. You get two flame effects parts, which is more relevant in the vehicle mode portion of this thing, and the most pertinent accessory. The Matrix of leadership. And it also comes with its own effect part. And you just snap it on there just like that. And he can hold it in theory. You just gotta get his arms positioned right, which it's very hard to do. His leg kibble doesn't like to stay tabbed in either, which is fucking infuriating. His hand is on a hinge joint, so I'm assuming if you just get him to hold it. Where'd that go? Now this matrix is very easy to lose, so watch out for that. I don't know how to properly get him to hold it. Because like I can't get him to hold it without him looking awkward. As I try to like shift his shoulders down, right? But it doesn't seem to want to go. And now he's holding it, and now you can just slap on this effect part. Now I'm going to turn the light on because that's bloody unbearable. And there you go. He is now holding the matrix the way it's supposed to be. And this matrix might look familiar to you. And I realize now I come back to Earthrise Optimus a lot. But there's a reason for it. That matrix is the same as this matrix. So when I had his matrix out, I accidentally mistaked Hot Rod's matrix for Optimus's matrix, and it just got switched over, and oof, it caused a fucking big thing. Oh, fucking hell. Another feature with this particular figure is you can flip up his head, grab some sort of part separator, flip that up, and then you can flip that forward, and he's got his visor now. And this figure's posability is very, very good. Like, it's gotta be have the best posability of any figure I own right now. Mainly because he's nice, right, and fresh out of the box. Okay, let's get that ugly visor back in his head. Just flip it back up the way you put it down. Another feature is you can flip out his arm, turn his hand around, fold his arm back up, and then you take this pizza cutter and it should, in theory, just plug in. So if you give him one of the blasters, it's kind of the same thing as Earthrise Optimus. You can open his fingers, because they're just on a hinge joint, and then close his finger around it. One thing I do not like about this figure is that a knee should not bend that way. But look at the poses. Look at the poses you can get him in. Like, it's remarkable the amount of poses you can get Hot Rod in. Then you just gotta figure out how it goes back down. And now he's kicking his blasters all over the place. I haven't figured out any sort of weapon storage besides this. That's basically it for his weapon storage. Is they just kind of plug into his back. But that looks really fucking stupid, so let's not do that. And then on his other hand, you can't just put the pizza cutter on either hand. Because if you look, when you flip that hand in, it's like some sort of welding tool or something. I'm not too sure what it is, but it's quintessentially Hot Rod, I guess, because it's there. I'm just glad this thing didn't come with fucking... And you must be thinking, there must be somewhere you can put this matrix. Allow me to answer that question for you right now. No, there's not. But like, you can get them in so many different poses. Like, I'm shocked that this is a Studio Series figure with this much posability. And with the tightness of those joints, makes it even that more fun to pose. You got a ball joint at the head, you can look up that far and you can look down that far. Shoulder moves up. Arm does a full 360. Elbow swivel, bend at the elbow, opening fingers, and a wrist swivel. And all the same shit on the other side. He's got a waist swivel. He can kick forward that far. He can kick... Oh, I guess he can't kick back all that far. But he's got a beautiful spread. A very, very stiff thigh swivel. Bend at the knee. That's actually almost... That's almost more than 90 degrees at the knee. No toe bend, but you do get a lot of foot articulation. So you can move his foot forward, and he's got a pivot. But the painting, I forgot to comment on the painting. The painting is very nice. It's got like this nice, so unless you try to be an asshole, You're not chipping any paint on this guy. He's very durable. And here's the proof that his joints are very, very tight. Actually, they're not as tight as I think they are. But at least it's not Optimus Prime loose as fuck, right? Now, on the subject of Hot Rod. Shall I bring in the worst Hot Rod toy ever? Studio Series Hot Rod. Just a starter. I hate this design for Hot Rod. I fucking hate it. It's terrible. They didn't take even an inkling of inspiration. And this figure, complete and utter trash. Don't know why I ever bought that figure. Actually, it came to me for free. Thank you. Well, I suppose we should get into the transformation part. Shift his arms. Fold out that backpack. Turn the backpack. And fold it down. And fold it. Fold it down. Shift his arms up. Pull out this. Fold in his head. Fold out this engine. Position. Fold out these pieces and fold that back up. And then that plugs in. Whole assembly swivels around. There's a lot of swiveling on this guy. You'll notice it more and more. Fold down his arms and plug them in. Pull his arm all the way down. And plug it in. And then fold up his massive Harambe body. No, we can't get to that part yet. Fold in his hands. It's such a weird contrast with the alternate other hand, but fold that down and plug his arms in. There's these ports right here. Here, that just plugs in. Now we move on to the legs. Unfold his kibble. Unfold this whole section. want to do is you're going to want to completely flip his leg in. And you're going to fold in the foot. You might think, oh, you're just going to close that up. No, you're not. And I just realized my camera stopped recording, so I'm not refilming this transformation just for you guys. You guys can watch the separate video. That'll be just the transformation. Takes a bit of fiddling to get it just right. All that plugs in. Right in here that are going to plug into these ports right over here. A better idea is to bring the leg up to join in and give everything a good squeeze. And there is Hot Rod in his vehicle mode. And I don't know why my camera stopped recording, but it's a very nice vehicle mode. It rolls barely due to all the kibble underneath. That he's got a fake chest to make up for this. But he does roll. Not all his wheels are free spinning like the rest, so it is kind of hard to get him going. But if you want to give him some juice, that's where you get these flame effect parts. And you're just gonna plug them on. Do you see there's two ports? Focus, you bitch. Apologies, it's clear plastic, so it's kind of hard to see. There's two ports. You're gonna want to do it on the top two ports. Plug it in. And yeah, there's nowhere for the pizza cutter to go. Trust me, I looked. It just seems so incomplete because it's so gappy, but like, look at that. And then you can plug his blasters into the front. And that looks pretty cool. And also, you can also plug these flame effect parts into the blasters. But I don't know why you would, because They're not flamethrowers, they're guns, not flamethrowers. So I definitely apologize for my camera just stopping the recording mid-recording, but I literally have no control over that. Let's do some vehicle mode size comparison. Here he is with Bumblebee. Here he is with fucking hell. Here he is with the die-cast metal mold of Optimus Prime. And I will not be reviewing this because it's literally just this, nothing else. Here he is with Studio Series Ratchet. Here he is with Studio Series Ironhide. Here he is with a car that kind of looks like him, Gigawatt. And here he is with my last review, the Transformers Prime Optimus Prime. I feel like I forgot to do robot mode size comparisons. But just to give you an idea, because you saw how big he was compared to the Hot Rod figure. Here is said Hot Rod figure that I will never review because fuck this figure. See, it's already fucking not cooperating. Here is this Hot Rod. And Siege Megatron just towers him. And this guy is slightly taller than Studio Series 86 Hot Rod. So that's giving you a general idea. That is I guess that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. And when you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that bell, because if you don't hit that bell, I will personally come to your house and kick your ass. This is me signing off. Peace out.